Every thought that you are making, every single thought that you focus upon persistently, it's your ticket to either the reality that you want or to a downward spiral where reality really sucks and you feel powerless and you don't know what to do. So every single time that you react to circumstances or you feel you want to give up, or simply, I get this a lot, you just want to complain so you can finally get understood. After you have complained for hours and hours, you have to realize that either you go back on track or you're buying yourself a ticket that is leading you to a downward spiral and to a lower life track where you're absolutely not getting what you want. But every single time you take a step back, you take a deep breath and you remember how the law works and that everything is nothing but a projection of who you are and your self-concept and your states of consciousness, you are buying a ticket that is quantum jumping you into that life track, into those manifestation, into that reality that you want to experience. Curious, you want to know more? Just keep on watching. Hello everybody, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. On Patreon I make extra weekly videos, and also we have a chat dedicated where we motivate one another. The links are down below, also for my coachings and readings. And remember, if you need some meditations or music for your affirmations, or even affirmations for manifestation, you can use my link down below to download Aura, which is my favorite app. I use it daily, and with my affiliate link you're gonna get a 40% discount for going premium, but also a free trial. So try it because it's amazing and it helped me out so much, especially when I'm having a downward spiral, negative thoughts and so on, because of all the content that is inside the app. Think about a Spotify for well-being and spirituality. And now let's get to the video. So you guys, I get this a lot, especially when I'm doing coachings, but not only just with coachings, I get it even with my friends when they're getting drawn by this thought forms, or as Vadim Zeland will put it, these pendulums. Because basically, as we spoke about it before, if you have watched my video about thought forms, reality is constructed not only by your own thoughts and your own projections, but it is constructed also by this thought form, this energy that society has created that want to drag you down and pull you down. So every single time that you are giving your mind to a negative circumstance that is reaffirming what you don't want in your life, which could be, for example, I'm poor, I'm not good enough, nobody will ever love me, I am not worth anything, and so on and so forth, you are getting dragged and sucked by this pendulum, by this thought form that are going to make you focus even more on the negative thoughts. But what you have to understand is that you are not attracting anything outside of you. You are not attracting your SP, you're not changing your SP, you're not attracting money to you, you are not changing reality as it is. What is being manifested in your current present experience cannot be changed, cannot be controlled. And before you click off, no, but the other coaches say I can control my reality, just hold on tight, please. You cannot control the reality that you have manifested because you have quantum jumped in this reality. According to the multi-world theory, that is one of the theories of quantum mechanics, there are multiple realities, infinite realities and infinite possibilities are happening in the multiverse at once in the present moment. Multiple possibilities are how your future can go. So when you are when you have landed and according to quantum mechanics, through an interpretation of quantum mechanics, I will say, a metaphysical interpretation of quantum mechanics, our observations collapse these possibilities or make us quantum jump in this reality that we want. If you want to know more about the science behind manifestation, it's in my formula course. Down below there is a webinar of more than 4 hours dedicated to this. But besides that, I also made videos if you guys want to watch it. But besides that, what you have to understand, when you have landed on an experience that you don't like, or your current present circumstances that you don't like, you have quantum jumped in a particular life track. You have already landed there. This particular life track already has a script and has its own way of going to things, and so you are not changing anything outside of you. And I see this mistake a lot where people are trying to attract their SP. They want them to conform, they want to change things outside of themselves, but you're not really changing anything outside of yourself. You have the ticket to go somewhere else, to quantum jump in a different reality where your experience will be different and you don't even have to apply effort for it. So again, you're not changing anything that has already been manifested. So your focus shouldn't be outside of you. Your focus should be inside of you. That is why somebody like Neville Goddard has said, there is no one to change but self. The thought that you are changing your outside reality is an illusion. You got to change yourself. You got to change your own reactions and your own perspectives and your own thoughts, so you quantum jump to a reality where those experiences that you don't want are no longer there. So I hope that is clear. So once this is clear in your head and you get it, every single time, like, I do understand that life happens and shit happens and we all been there, and not everybody can be all the time positive, and I'm not even asking you to suppress your emotions necessarily, but all I'm asking you is to, let's say that you're having a bad day or bad circumstances started happening. I want you to remind yourself in this moment that you are in control of your thoughts and your own perspective. And because you are in control of your own thoughts and perspective, you know better than keep spiraling down and down and down, because you know that if you keep reacting and complaining, you are getting sucked and drained by this thought form, by this pendulum, and you are going down and down in sectors of reality that are even more unwanted. So let's give an example. Let's say that you're starting to manifesting money and everything is going well and you feel really good. You feel in the wish fulfilled. You are on the high horse and you're taking that train to your dream life. Amazing, good job. Then a bill comes, and then the laundry breaks, and then your cat dies, or something really bad happens. You're like, why all of these bad things are happening to me? I thought I was in the right state of consciousness. I thought I was doing everything right. And then you start complaining and you start spiraling, and more and more and more and more. And there is no stop to this spiral. You're getting sucked dry by this pendulum. Things are not going to get better from there, even if you have affirmed before. What you got to do, the bad circumstances has happened, that is a pendulum, that is just a thought form that is trying to grab you, so it pushes you down in lower sectors of reality. So what you have to do, you have to accept that it is what it is. Something bad has happened. I have been there myself. I'm not perfect, and definitely there have been days where things are not always shiny, even though I manifested everything that I wanted. I mean, not lately, but definitely in the past. So when I see bad circumstances started happening, you have to find the discipline and you have to find the strength to take a step back from your character and say, okay, hold on a second. Okay, feel however you need to feel, cry if you need to cry, I get it. But then hold on a second, take a step back. I know better. I am not landing in the right reality right now, am I? I'm not gonna let this thought form, pendulum, however you want to call it, suck me dry with my energy. I'm gonna take a step back. As soon as I'm gonna go back home, I'm gonna cook a nice dinner for myself, watch a nice movie, going back to affirmations. Everything is wonderful. Everything is wonderful. I am not reacting to this. I'm not accepting this. I am going somewhere else with my thought. The spiral, the downward spiral will stop. And every single time, you guys, you do this, you stop yourself, you detach yourself from the situation, you focus on what you want, you go back affirming, even naturally if you can, you are buying yourself a ticket towards that higher life track. You are buying yourself a ticket for your dream life. Every single time that you slightly discipline yourself in your perspective and in your reactions. If you can do this, the downward spiral of negative events will stop. But it cannot stop unless you it can only stop if you realize that there is nobody to change but self. In your reactions to the 3D and circumstances, in your discipline when it comes down to affirmations, in you detaching yourself and accepting what is and moving with focus yourself in somewhere else, changing your self-concept towards yourself in specific situations. It cannot happen unless you go within. Until you're going to address all your problems outside of you and wanting to make reality conform and change outside of you, the more you're going to be food for those thought forms and pendulums that will want to drag you down and give you negative circumstances over and over and over. So you guys, this small video is just to say you can do this. It just takes a little bit of discipline to constantly remind yourself that you are a powerful creator and you can quantum jump in higher realities where you already have what you want. But in order to do that, you have to accept what is, take a step back, and it doesn't matter what you see outside. We are not trying to change the outside. We are trying to move in consciousness towards a different reality, and we do this by affirming this new reality through our thoughts and focus, and by stop reacting to circumstances that in the past would have made us too emotionally reactive to the point where we end up focusing on them and reiterating the old story. Does it make sense? Because I see these mistakes with my clients a lot. They're so focused on outside, this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change, trying to make the law work. And I'm here to tell you, stop trying to make it work. Start changing yourself first, and everything else will react accordingly. It's much less effort, a little bit more discipline, and an internal shift rather than an outer shift to try to conform things outside of yourself. I hope this video makes sense. Let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, if you need coachings or readings or anything, you can check. All my links are down below, including to my other channels where I do tarot readings and another channel where I talk about makeup and lifestyle. I see you guys also on Patreon. I love you, and I'll see you soon.